Oh, hi. Welcome. How are you? I hope you're doing good today. I haven't posted a video since... Oh, God. When did I post my last video? Okay, so I haven't posted a video since April. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why this is, but I can talk myself out of making a video every single day. So I made myself get up, get ready, do my hair and makeup. I did my work that I needed to do for work. And I'm like, sit down and film a video, Beth. You gotta do it. You've been taking too long. You have too many ideas that you want to record and you're not doing it. Just do it. So here we are. I'm not going to be doing my Battle of the Books review things anymore. It's a little too difficult for me to try and sit down and write a little synopsis about every single book that I read. It shouldn't be difficult. It really shouldn't, but it is for me. As someone who wants to make bookish content, I'm really bad at talking about books. It's something I need to work on, I know. But this video popped up for me the other day from Books by Nichelle, and I really loved the book freakout tag. I liked all the questions, and I'm like, you know what? I can do that. That's not going to take much of my brain power. We can do that. She has no idea that I'm recording this, and if you do happen to see it, hi Nichelle, thanks for the idea. Hope you don't mind. I'm gonna do the book freakout tag as well. And without further ado, let's just get started. Question number 1. What was the best book you've read this year? I had to sit here with my book journal and look at all of my 5-star reads and really try and decide which one I would say was the best this year. I have quite a few 5 stars for this year, but I had to narrow it down, and I'm picking The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. I wasn't allowed to read The Da Vinci Code growing up or watch the movies or anything. My parents are super religious, and they're like, no, this talks bad about the church, you're not allowed to read it. And you know what? It was amazing, and I believe more of what this says than anything else that I've heard over the years. I do want to read the rest of Dan Brown's books. I just haven't gotten around to purchasing them or anything. But yeah, this one I would say is the best that I've read so far this year. Honorable mentions. Question 2. What is the best sequel you've read so far this year? Last year I read The Crimson Moth and I really enjoyed it, and I was very anxious and waiting for the second one to come out. I think, where was I? I was at Barnes & Noble's. I forget why. It was around my birthday and I picked up Rebel Witch. I devoured this book. I saw a review that said that Crimson Moth walked so that this book could run, and I could not agree more. Oh my gosh. There was just so much. I almost said angst, but that's not really the word I want. Just the buildup of everything. It was just very well written. A very good duology. I really liked it. To me, it felt like a very realistic enemies to lovers type deal. I have a really big problem with enemies to lovers in most books because it's always like, I hate you, he's kind of stupid. And then they're just like, hey, I'm like, oh, actually, you know what? No, I love you. I hate it. It's really difficult for me to actually feel like a love story is believable in a book, especially enemies to lovers. But she did good. She did good. Kristen did good. It took 2 books, but she did good. Should I talk about the books more? Should I give more of a synopsis about them? I mean, that's the sequel to one, so I'm a not with that one. Question 3. What is a new release that you haven't read but want to? This one I had to think about a little bit too. I had to think about all of them because I overthink everything. That's why I don't record videos. But I had to choose Watermoon for this one. Recently this year, I got into the Fable app to keep track of my books and whatnot. Mainly I use Goodreads, but I was trying to find another alternative that had some kind of different challenges, I guess, like Fable has, but I don't pay for the subscription or membership or whatever it is on there. But I like seeing the calendar of what books I've read on what days and that kind of stuff. But I was in a book club on there and I started reading Watermoon, and I'm like, oh, I can read the books in the app? So I was at a doctor's appointment and I'm sitting there reading it in the app, and I got through, I want to say the first 3 or 4 chapters. I read like an hour of the book, and then it's like, oh, you want to finish it? You gotta purchase it. I'm like, bitch, okay. And that was back in February, and I haven't read it since. I haven't bought the book. So I would say that's my most want to read new release that is already out, because I've already started it, and I will reread those first couple chapters once I get it because it's been a couple months. But yeah, Watermoon has to be my one that I would like to get back into and read. Question 4. What is your most anticipated new release for the second half of the year? I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, so I'm probably butchering it, but Catabasis by R.F. Kuang is my most anticipated read for the rest of the year. I don't really get into new releases that often. I have so many books that I need to read already that I'm not really keeping up with new releases. There is 2 books that I've bought this year that have been like new releases, but they're collector's editions, but we're going to be talking about them in a little bit. I really like the art style of the cover. I found a beautiful collector's edition that I really want to pre-order, but I haven't yet. And this year I've become more of a R.F. Kuang fan. I've wanted to read Yellowface and Fable for a very long time, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And the first ones of hers that I've read are The Poppy War and The Dragon Republic, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Number 5. What was the biggest surprise you've read so far this year? I have 4 on my list for this, but if I have to narrow it down to one, it'd be The Great Gatsby. Biggest surprise, because if you saw the little short that I did, this is not in the point of view of Great Gatsby. I spent the 30 years of my life thinking that this was like Gatsby's POV and being like, look at all my lavish parties, look at me spending all of my money, I'm so rich and amazing, la da 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 da. It's not that at all. So I would say that would be my biggest surprise, is that this book was just absolutely nothing like I expected it to be. I still enjoyed it to an extent, but I did find it a little bit boring. It was one of those books where I read it because I felt like I had to. Maybe someday I'll read it again and get a little more out of it, but I was a little disappointed, a little surprised and a little disappointed. I keep slouching. I'm like, am I in frame? Sit up. Sit up, woman. Question 6. Who is your favorite new author? I'm gonna have to go with Sarah Penner for this one. I am a sucker for a beautiful book. And this one, like, look at her edges. Like, I had been eyeing up The Lost Apothecary for months on the TikTok shop. I wanted it so bad, but I was waiting. I was putting it off and waiting. And then The Amalfi Curse came out. And I was like, oh my god, it's just as gorgeous. They didn't spray her edges, but it's still so beautiful. Hold on. Look at it. Look at the interior. It's just gorgeous. Such a pretty book. But not only are they absolutely stunning and gorgeous, they're really good stories. If I had to choose, I'd pick The Lost Apothecary over The Amalfi Curse, only because there was not enough diving in this book. Both books have like 2 different timelines, one way back in the past and one in modern day. And The Amalfi Curse, the modern day, she was at the Amalfi Coast doing some marine biology and she dove twice. There's how many pages? How many pages in this book? 325. And you only go in the water twice? I was a little disappointed. That was like my main thing with this, was like, yeah, I need a good diving book. If you have any recommendations of a good like underwater diving kind of book, please tell me. I am thirsting for something like that, like an underwater diving book. I don't know. That's what I want. That's what I need in my life right now. It's summer. I need to be reading fun summer water books. But yes, both very good, both recommend. If you want more of a deep dive on any of these, please let me know, because I go back and forth where I'm like, oh, I really like this book, I can do a deep dive and talk about it, and then I'm like, but should I? So, if you would like to hear more thoughts on any of these, let me know. Number 7, who is your newest fictional crush? Honestly, I don't think I have one. I was really looking back through all of the books that I've read, and I'm like, I don't have crushes on any of these people. Like, I don't really crush on book characters. Let me look. Yeah, no, turning around and look at this, there's nothing. And I'm like, yeah, that guy. No, I don't really have one. Moving on, number 8. Who is your newest favorite character? And I'm gonna have to choose Rin from the Poppy War. She has a lot of issues and a lot of problems, but she is growing, especially reading The Dragon Republic. She's getting better. She's getting better. Number 9, what was a book that made you cry? I don't think any either. I really am not a crier when it comes to books. Unless it's like a really heartfelt reunion of somebody, that will get me. Honorable mention, The Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill. Whenever there's a reunion towards the end, tears. I cry because I think about the feelings that person has, like being reunited with that person, and I'm just like, that will get me. But so far this year, I haven't had one that made me cry. Dragon Republic did make me tear up a little bit the other night. There was a little bit of a reunion kind of thing like that, but not enough to like actually cry. So I'm gonna have to say none for that one as well. I'm a little heartless, aren't I? Shit. Number 10, what is a book that made you happy? I've talked about this one before here on my channel, whenever I did my January Battle of the Books, because it was the one that won, but it was A Quiet Life in the Country. This book was just so nostalgic to me, because I grew up reading the Mandy series, and it was, oh man, how many books were there of that? Like 20 or 40? I don't even remember how many there were. I had them all. Loved them all. They're all little just standalone mysteries in the same universe with the same characters, and absolutely obsessed with those books as a kid. Very sad that I donated them to the library. Thanks, Marie Kondo. They did spark joy, but just not joy then. Who else got rid of way too many books back in 2019 with Marie Kondo and regret it to this day? But yeah, this book was just a cozy little murder mystery set in the countryside with some fun characters, and I really enjoyed it. And I really need to get the rest of these. I need to get some more. I think there's like 12 of them. I need to get some more. I have not purchased any more of them. I have way too many books on my TBR. So we'll talk about that later. Number 11. What is the most beautiful book you've gotten this year? I have two. But not only are they absolutely stunning and gorgeous, we got The Poppy War and the Dragon Republic Collector's Editions. They are just absolutely stunning. I can't. Look at their edges. Look at their covers. I just I have no words. They're just too pretty. We'll start with The Poppy War. Obviously my favorite color. If you couldn't tell, orange is my favorite color. This one kept popping up on my TikTok shop as well, and I was just staring at it for so long. And then my husband and I were away on his birthday trip. He was skiing, and I'm like, babe, can I get the book? He's like, get the book. Just get the damn book. I'm like, okay. So it came and I read it and it was great. I'll show you the interior. It has fully illustrated front and back flaps. I'll remove that. Whoops. Fully illustrated front and back flaps. And then there are full illustrations inside as well. Flip past one. There's just full page illustrations, and it just really adds so much to the book. I really like just the flame on the front. I did have to re-glue this string in here because as soon as I tried to use it, it just popped right out. I was like, well, okay. It also, same exact thing happened with the Dragon Republic. So I had to re-glue those and put them back in, but it works fine since I used just a dab of super glue and shoved it back in there. Now let's fawn over the Dragon Republic. I'm almost done with this. I have less than 100 pages left. And again, the ribbon did pop out right after I got it, and the slipcover sleeve, is it a slipcover? What's this thing called? I don't know. The jacket cover is a little bit damaged, but that's fine. I don't really care. I'll take off the cover so we can look at it, and this one is pretty in blue. It has waves on the front, and then it is just silver text on this one. On this one it was orange, but it's just silver and blue, and then they also have full illustrations on the front and back covers. It's gorgeous. And again, full page illustrations inside. Like, look at this. Look at this. Who is the artist? I need to know. You're gorgeous. Your work is amazing. I'm sure it's in here. Illustrated by Zhuang Shan. I probably butchered that. I'm so sorry. I am literally the worst when it comes to pronouncing names and things. Like, even in this, I'm almost done with the book, and I still have to be like, wait, how do you say Visor's name? I have to, like, think about it. I'm like, Visor, okay, yeah. And I'll get back into it. I'm the fucking worst whenever it comes to remembering how to pronounce things. If I don't say it or think about it in, like, 5 minutes, my brain's like, nope, you've lost that knowledge. It is no longer relevant. You gotta relearn it. It's really annoying. And lastly, number 12, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Too many. There's none that I need to read, but it's all the ones that I want to read. Like, if you look back here, those two shelves, those are my TBR. There's like 50 some books on there. I do want to make a video of me sitting down and like going through all of my TBR and ranking them as to want to read right now and ones that I'm like, maybe I'll get around to that someday. So I do want to make a video about that. I also eventually am going to be making new bookshelves back here. My husband and I are going to be building some bookshelves, and I'll record a little montage video or whatever about doing that and like reorganizing my books and everything. But yeah, that's that's about it right now. If I had to choose 3 that I want to read by the end of the year, let me do that. Let go of her. I only picked 2 because there's way too many, so I'm just gonna pick 2. But if I have to choose 2 books that I want to read by the end of the year, it would be A Study in Drowning and also another gorgeous Sprayed Edges edition. I really want to read that one. And also The Spell Shop. Again, pretty purple edges. I'm waiting though to read this one in the fall because it feels more like a fall read. And you know what? Screw it. We'll do a third. I'm a grabber. I just picked this one up 2 days ago. I stopped at Walmart and you just have to make a quick little pass through the book section. You can't not. And then I saw this beauty, The Enchanted Greenhouse, also by Sarah Beth. But it has pretty blue edges and this one has purple edges and I could not pass it up. I couldn't. Look how pretty they are together. Like how could I not? I didn't say anything to my husband about it and I got home and he helped me carry the stuff into the house and he set it down on the counter and immediately just pulled this out and was like, I'm like, how'd that get in there? It's crazy. It's just freaking crazy. But The Spell Shop I want to read in the fall, and then this one I guess is a snowy read, so I'll have to wait till winter to read it. But yeah, these are 3 books that I need to read by the end of the year. A Study in Drowning and Sarah Beth's. Hopefully I like them because I bought these 2, so hopefully I like them. I'll put all my books away later. I love just looking at books. So yeah, that's my mid-year freak-out book tag of things that I've read and things that I want to read. If you have any other tag video ideas like this, please let me know. It's something that I can just sit down and ramble and talk about books a little bit, and it really helps my brain to like get myself back into the groove of making a video and doing something like this. I want to make another video about how bad I am at finishing a series. Maybe I should just stop and record that after this one since I already have my hair and makeup and everything done. I might do that. We'll see. We'll see. I can't promise nothing because I said last video that I was going to do better, and then here we are how many months later. I'm sorry. I've been busy. I do have some other video ideas of things that I want to post, but I overthink everything. I'm like, I have so many clips about a situation that I dealt with this summer that I want to make a video about because I know it will be knowledgeable for some people. But I'm like, how do I sit down and make that into a viewable, watchable video that people are going to care? And it will be completely different from anything else I've been posting. That's also another thing that I've been struggling with quite a bit, is that this channel was started as a gaming channel. And I really hate scrolling down through and seeing all of my old gaming videos. So I've really been debating on whether I want to just start a new channel, because I know I do have like 1.7 subscribers. And I don't know if that's helping or hindering me, because all of those subscribers are old subscribers from when I was doing video gaming content. So now that I'm doing something completely different, I don't know if old viewers and stuff aren't really into that shit. So I don't know. I've really been debating on just making a whole new channel and just kind of re-uploading some of my book ones to it, or just doing a full rebrand of this one. I can't decide. What do you think? Should I just do a rebrand of this channel and kind of axe all of my old videos? I do have a lot of them privated, but I still just hate that I can see them. But I also don't want to delete them because they are fun to look back on and be like, oh, okay, that's how far I've come. At least just as an individual, not like with my channel and everything, just as an individual, and to see like how my brain and stuff worked back then, because I am basically a different person than I was back then. So I don't know. I can't decide. We'll see. Maybe one day you'll get a video that's like, hey, go check out my other channel. I'm going to be posting there instead. Or you're going to get a video and be like, surprise, everything's different here. I don't know. Because I don't necessarily want to only do book content. I don't want to put myself just in that box. But there's not enough other stuff that I feel like I'm going to be doing. I don't know. I just bought some clay. I'm going to be trying making like little miniatures and stuff, so I could possibly make some videos about that, but I would rather that just be something that I do for fun on the side. Within the past couple years, since we moved, we've been homesteading more. We have a big garden, we have chickens. My husband just finished building his forge because he blacksmiths. So there's just a lot of little niche things like that I could make videos about, and I just don't know if people are interested. So let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me ramble. Thanks again, Nichelle, for the book freakout tag idea. I don't know where you got it. I don't know. I missed that in your video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that will be.